mā e kui mā koutou kua whetūrangi hia. E iri ki te umo Ranginui, mautonu, mautonu, mautonu. In order to know your place on the earth, you have to understand your place in the sky. When I look up, I see the stars who are my ancestors looking down upon me. And it doesn't matter where I am, I know that I'm never alone and I am connected to something greater than myself. Even here, I understand how I am connected to this place. Not just through the earth, but through the sky. Between Ranginui and Papatuānuku, I will always find my place. You there? He's answering back. As I... When you're in the bush, there's this beautiful connection that's primordial. It's ancient and it's down to the soil, down to the molecular level. Every part of me is connected here. This place is who I am. This place knows me and I know it. This marae and this community with these people. Ko rangi ahau, ko rangi Matamua, no tūhoi ahau, taku pāpā no tūhoi. Engari pakeke mai au ki te horo whenua, ki te iwi o taku kuia, ki te iwi o Moaupoko. Engari ko wai ahau, you know, that I don't know how to answer that because, like, I feel like I wear lots of different hats. I'm trustee of this marae. Sometimes I welcome people onto this marae. I'm the lawnmower, weed eater at times. I have a role as an academic at Mass University, so I'm a professor there. I also am chief advisor, Matariki to government, partner and a dad and a grandfather. I have all of these hats. I don't know if I do any of them any justice, but I find myself so fortunate to end up in places at NASA, at the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, you know, talking in Parliament. You know, the list goes on.
Clever diggy! Harihuri ga tau, Chief! What is that, Chief?
You know, you guys, but by the time you arrived yesterday, the whole valley would have known that you guys were here.
Do they all know you're off to Antarctica?
Yeah, probably now. Now they'll know. Nō reira, e tahi wā I au e whai ana I aku mahi. Huaki mai nei e tahi huarahi ki au. E tahi wā I taka mai e tahi āhuatanga e tahi mahi e tahi kaupapa ki au. And going to Antarctica is one such opportunity. It's one of the last untouched places on the planet. Mōhio mai koe, koe nei tētahi wāhi haukura, hei te haere hoki tātou I te hōtoke, I te wā e makariri ana, I te wā e pōuriuri ana. It's definitely for me a journey into the unknown. And every time I'm about to go into something big, I come here. This is Te Whaia Te Motu, Mātātua Marae. In this house, right at the back wall there was a chest and it was full of manuscripts. It's 400 pages of Māori star lore. Manuscripts that my ancestors wrote. They're so tapu that they've never been filmed or photographed. Ko taku tipuna tēnei, te kōkau hemi ona te piki kōtuku te ingoa whānui. From 1898, he began to record his knowledge of star lore. And then he handed that on to his son, Rāwiri te kōkau. Rāwiri te kōkau is the old man that raised my grandfather. And he completed the book in the 1930s. And he handed that book to his grandson. Ki taku koraua kia timi mātāmu. Ā ka noho huna mo te rima te kautau. I te mea he tapu ngā kōrero. But then, on his deathbed, he pulled me aside and told me, look, that book, I've been thinking about it. The knowledge in that book is important. He said, you need to find a way to share it. His last words to me were, knowledge that isn't shared isn't knowledge. It's dust that disappears unless you share it. And that's been a mantra for me. What I want to know is when we go to a new place, how do we take that knowledge there? I don't know if it is applicable to Antarctica, but I want to see if it is. Is mātauranga Māori only for Aotearoa, or is it for Māori wherever we go?
Rongo koe I o waimari e tanga, ia koe ka whakaaro, ēnei pahi mārunga hoi hone. Te whakamārama hau ki te tangata ko waia hau, ko ngongo taha te maunga, ko te rotarua nui a kahumatama moe te moana, ko te aroa te waka, ko Ngāti whakau e te iwi, te mutunga iho, ko taku ingoa ko Mataia Keepa. Kia ora.
Mataia. Really fortunate to have Mataia as a friend. He is a staunch supporter of things Matariki.
We're year 4 now of the public holiday.
Yeah, year 4 of the public holiday.
Starting our hautapu, our very first one, nearly 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Didn't have the lights, camera and action back then. I think the lights were only our head torches. Humble beginnings.
Yeah.
To where it is now? To Antarctica. Like, what's next, bro? What's next?
You have a hautapu on the moon.
Oh, straight up. Boy, I bet you your tupuna, te kōkau, no disrespect to him, I doubt he ever knew his mātauranga would make it that far. One of his uri would be taking a piece of his mātauranga or his Māori as far as Antarctica. That's trippy.
What's the date we're going to be there?
18th to the
18th.
25th.
Yeah, we're actually going to be in that last quarter phase. So that'll be Tangaroa down into Whiro. Yeah, it'll be perfect moon period.
The most important thing is getting you both down there and getting you both down there safe. As long as you're aware of the temperatures, but Nancy
I will ask for protection. I will ask for guidance. I would ask that I was able to take a bit of myself, my family, this community, and a bit of this land here to Antarctica. Hey, Dad.
Kia ora, Rangi.
Oh, how are you?
Ka pai.
Hey, Mum. Fortunate to have my parents. I have all of these loved ones around me. Family is everything.
So why are you going to Antarctica?
I'm going to look at stars.
We used to be able to see Matariki, or don't you know that?
I don't know.
There?
I don't know until I get there.
Apart from you and Mataia, who else is...
There's always people there. That it'll be me and Mataia. We'll be doing the observational stuff.
But you're the only two Māori kind of...
Yeah, looking at Māori knowledge systems and...
Yeah. Rangi has built up Matariki. People now are beginning to look towards the stars.
That too has been part of the Matariki thing. It wasn't just a Māori holiday for Māori, it was a holiday for the country.
When other Māori say this has happened because of Rangi, then I think, oh, yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I get that name, Mr. Matariki, sometimes. I find it a little bit cringy, actually. Like, it was never my intention. I just wanted to do justice to the words of my grandfather, really, to share knowledge.
From Matariki, there has to be another step. That's where Rangi is beginning to head to now. And I think this trip down to the Antarctica is the beginning of another step beyond Matariki.
If the knowledge that he learns from being in Antarctica can help other people, especially young people, that's what it's about.
My mum is one of the brightest people I know. I've probably given her so many grey hairs.
They talk about children being in the terrible twos. Rangi was in the terrible twos up until he went to boarding school. He was mischievous. He was a challenging child.
That's true. I remember doing things like lighting fires, breaking windows. I was a real boy, you know. My brother was well behaved and my sisters. But no, I was different.
Should just put another one out here, Nath. We'll put the food on the other one.
Okay.
Rangi does as his big sister tells him.
My sister and I, my younger sister, we boss Rangi around because everyone's quite, you know, in awe of him. You know, and they think, oh, he's got a lot of knowledge and he's a special person, and we just like to remind him that at the end of the day, you know, he's just one of the rest of us.
Yeah, he is the front guy and we're just in the back supporting him, helping him to be who he needs to be at this stage in his life.
It's a whānau where if you cut one, the rest bleed. They are very, very close.
How long can you observe the stars down there with the naked eye?
They're saying if it gets really, really cold, that you're not meant to be outside for more than like 2 minutes or something. So I hope they got like big windows. Because right up, negative 40 degrees. Oh. I mean, I like stars, but...
Even though we're not, you know, physically there, he takes us with him. When he comes home and shares those stories, then we've experienced it as well through him.
If my grandfather hadn't given me that manuscript, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. It's him that set me on this course, which has led to the life that I live.
I think of my grandparents. They did everything for us.
For 18 purposes, I can take my shirt off.
For eating, I'll keep mine on. I've tried just to keep a lid on it in the last few weeks, keep myself busy, but now we're right there. This big epic adventure. He says that they went to negative 60 a couple of seasons ago. Thank God all we're doing is looking up because I can't bend over. The percentage of people that get to go to this place is very, very small, and it's such a privilege. Ko te pātai matua pēr kai roto i au. Mena ka haere te iwi Māori ki tētahi wāhi hou. He aha ngā huarahi nā tukanga. Te whakatō i ētahi kōrero, ētahi mahi, ētahi tikanga ki tētahi whenua hou. He aha ngā huarahi ki te hanga kupu hou. Ka kite koe i tētahi āhuatanga hou. He aha ngā kupu e tika ana, he aha ngā mahi e tika ana, he aha ngā whakaaro e tika ana. It's actually starting to feel quite real.
What if you don't get to see the stars?
Then we're not meant to see the stars. I'm pretty relaxed about it all, if I'm honest. But God, I hope we see stars.
Yeah.
But how will you know that this has been a successful trip then?
Coming back alive. Mihia ke ana, nā āhuatanga katoa. Tai mai ai tāua ki konei. Nā hekenga wera pai. Kāre pēr, te kōkau i matakite. Ka tai ana mātauranga ki te pito whakararo. Te ao, kāre pēr hoki i mōhio, mahe rā mātauranga. E tai ai, e tahi weri Māori. Tīkina rā ko te pūtake o ngā kōrero o te wānanga, tīkina ke rā ko te hautapu o ngā riki. Kau whatatia e tāne te wānanga, hine te wānanga ki runga ki e nei taura.
This karakia clears any obstructions, physically, personally, emotionally, any difficulties from the journey. It allows us to return back better people, safely to our loved ones.
Tīna, haumie, uie, tākie.
Wow. Me kore a muri e hoki a mare. Me kore a muri e hoki.
First time I've ever been in a military plane of that nature. You could feel the power in that engine. It was kind of a bit scary when you're in a plane that you've never been in.
I don't know. There was an abrupt feeling.
And then they said, we've got a mechanical issue. And they start to turn around.
There was a U-turn into another U-turn. As I do naturally, I karakia. Mai watu mai mō ana kuera, ka tukahia noa te au, tupe au, kagi whatiki nā whatiki rā, mārana.
Whakapono ahau ki aia, whakapono ahau ki ngā kupu I puta I aia, I whakapono nui ahau.
We at the mercy of altitude. E nei te waka ka whakairi hia. O te waka o te kotahitanga. O te waka o te mātauranga Māori. O te waka o Matariki.
And then they say, no, we've fixed it.
I felt it was meant to be. God had accepted our karakia.
You just have to have a little bit of faith, a little bit of trust, and put yourself out there to experience these things.
Te waka o te whakaaro nui, tēnei kua tau, kua whānu, hara mai te toki, haumie, uie, tāki.
I looked up and I did pick the Southern Cross straight away. But for Māori, it's the anchor of the sky. So I felt in that moment, that place to anchor what we're doing here is mahutonga.
Waking up at Scott Base was rereke. And then I realised I'm not in Rotorua anymore.
And I was thinking, you know, the first sunrise in over 6 months, the timing couldn't be any better.
It hit me. We're about to set foot in Antarctica for the real purpose of why we are here, and that's to add to mātauranga Māori. Whiti mai nā pau. Kei ngā kōrero te iwi nei, koe nei te aranga, tuatahitanga mai mo te hia nei marama. Ere kare tāwe ki te Māori a tamanui te rāne.
Karekau.
Ka kia noa tia tēnei he ata roa.
He ata roa e pai. E kore a tamanui te rā e tai ki te tuāpai. Hei enei wiki tata nei pēr ka kitea te kanohi o tamanui te rā. Engari i nāi nei ko ngā hihi ana ki ngā mea. The place is so beautiful. It has this off-worldly feel to it. There's not even smells here. There's no sounds when you're outside, apart from the crunch of the ice when you're walking on it. It's like being on another planet, really, on the moon. It's pretty surreal at times.
Kia ora, tēnā koe. Whakatau mai rā ia māu.
E koro kino ke te makariri. Nō reira, kua tai mai ahau ki tēnei whenua. Te tiro au ki tētahi tohu Māori, tētahi tohu whetū, nā Fane Robinson, tētahi tohunga whakairo nō roto ngaitahu, tērā pau I whakairo. Whakaroa ha, kei ko nei tēnei tohu, kōrero mai ki ahau, ki taku mahi, kōrero mai ki mo taku kaupapa. Kei te titiro ki te ahu o te taia, kei te hanga, me te Māori titiro. Overlooking Scott's Base, watching the sun rise, it took me a while to really take it all in, you know. I remember at the end of the first day not wanting to go to sleep. It's completely dark outside, but I just didn't want to miss anything. So I just came outside. And I remember looking towards one of the stars. And I thought, that's a big star right on the horizon. I was disorientated because I was thinking that shouldn't be in that position. I thought, no, that's Sirius, that's Hine Takurua. And the other stars started to appear. There's the Southern Cross, right there. Higher in the sky, but it's still there. I can clearly make out that pattern and start to sink in with where I am. They're two very different environments, but linked by astronomy.
very.
Koe, ai te ahu a tau kapu ngā whetū, te flashing.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
Yeah, nah, it's gonna storm.
Te rangi tī hore, te rangi waruhia.
E no te kāinga o tahirangi kai.
E ora.
A kaumati o roa.
Ko te whare wānanga pau.
Ai?
Oi nei te tuani o ngā whare wānanga. Kaore tuani tia Ranginui. E gui mai goro mai te pō. E ara.
Engari ka tīmata mā o te kōrero mo te hunga kua riro ki te pō I ngā tautata nei. Because we believe when someone dies that their spirit becomes stars and those are our ancestors. I whakaaro au ki ta kukoraua. Maroto mai e rā mahi I rongo au I te mahana. I rongo hoki au I te aiotanga.
Me whakahihi koi tai te weri gai taku taha. Ana ko tai mai nei te Māori ki konei.
I wouldn't want to spend this out here with anyone else.
I stayed up, brother.
Kore ware I au tō piri ki au, I te whimasanga o ngā kaupapa matariki en, ko koe te mea whakapono nui. Hoi, no kei te pai, kai konei tātai.
That was a moment I'll always cherish and something I'll speak to till my dying days.
Yeah, you know how we were talking about he tau kapu ana ngā whetū, and I've always understood that to be a sign of a storm approaching or bad weather. You saw it, ki te koe ne?
Ana. Kani mai rā ngā whetū.
So that nursery rhyme, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Now I wonder what type of storm you are.
Te te hara mai te āwha.
It's a science research base. It's very important for New Zealand. It's our little footprint down here. Very few people come down during winter, so this is a very unique time to be down here. We have 3 weather conditions. Condition 3, which is normal. Condition 2, visibility will be reduced down to about 300 metres. And then condition 1 is anything over 60 knots. We just stay in base and we wait for that wind to subside. Just hitting 70 there now, 70 knots, 120 kilometres an hour.
Oh, wow. Blizzard, storms, snow, ice, winds. It's such a harsh environment. The last couple of days, the weather has just been something that you'd think you'd see if you were trying to scale Mount Everest. You can't see very far in front of yourself. It's just this whiteout by forces greater than yourself, and that's the only way I can explain
it.
Rangi and Mataia could be stuck here for several days or even longer. We just can't tell. We just got to wait for the weather to clear, and then we've also got to wait for the runway to be prepared to take the flight.
10 days, mind you. If the plane doesn't come, it could be years.
Been stuck here for 330 days.
Really? You're nearly a year.
September 20th will be the full year.
Holy!
It's 400 days before I get out.
Are you all right, brother? You all right? Yeah, that's good.
You know, I guess it's coming to live and work down here in such a remote place.
Yeah.
It takes a certain type of person. This period of time in the dark, in the cold, can be difficult and challenging at the isolation and things like that. But I think at the back of everybody's mind is, you know, we're all here together.
At the moment, we've got 12 on base, so that we have to care for each other, and it's a very close sense of community, almost like a marae.
Oh, yeah, I come here ki te dishwasher.
Him being here is really, really special because there hasn't been many Māori people come to Scott Base or Antarctica. For him and Mataia to be here and, you know, just bringing their Māoritanga here has just been, yeah, really great.
It is, it is. When I see Blaze around and she's constantly on the move.
My fingers are
Tough. She reminds me of, like, my sisters or my nieces or my aunties at the marae that always around doing stuff. Those connections, it's really cool. Even all the way down
all
here.
the way down here.
She really makes me feel at home.
Auntie, storm has passed. It's about negative 20 something. I'm just out on the porch in my Crocs. Anyway, I'm just sending you a little bit of a message to say I hope you're well and feeling okay. Sending you my love. I was meant to be home Monday, but we are stuck here in Antarctica.
I think we're a week overdue from tomorrow, so who knows when it will be. For me, I think there's real lessons and benefits in those delays. It will give us focus to wānanga kupuhau.
Tagaroa te meha, tagaroa te toi, tagaroa te tio, tagaroa tio wā uta, tagaroa tio wā tai.
Mataia's a language and cultural expert, and he wants to push boundaries of creating new terms and perhaps even new gods.
Ko tau a tio tanira.
A tangaroa.
A tio uta. Ko tangaroa.
Ooh, hi.
Waihanga hia e taua. Ko whakawhānui hia ke e taua te portfolio o tangaroa.
Tika.
Since being here, we've coined 5 new phrases. Antarctica hukaroa. Huka is ice, snow, and the roa is associated to Aotearoa. Tio ātai and tio whatiwhati, ice associated to the ocean. Dangerous, slippery, and it comes and goes based on the seasons. Tio āuta, snow or the ice on shore. Tio mauroa, and that melts based on the heat from the sun. And I'm sure as our ancestors had to, we looked at each other. Wait, did we just coin another phrase? I think we did. I think we just contributed to the Māori vocab.
There are other iwi that have a connection here. I really want to make that clear. We're not coming here to say this is how it is. It's not a tribal lens. It's more of a cultural lens, understanding, and it's not something that myself and Mataia can do on our own.
Ia hau I nānei ka karakia kia tangaroa. Ko whakawhānui a hei tana portfolio.
Right, beautiful.
Māori tēnei āhuatanga, te hanga atua, te hanga tipua, te hanga taniwha, te hanga whakaaro hou. It is is audacious what we're doing. It's like pushing boundaries in many ways. But our ancestors were audacious. Our ancestors did some things that were just absolutely mind-blowing. They came to Aotearoa and they named things. They created deity. They changed their culture to match the environment. As soon as you lock a culture into a box and try and say, no, we're not going to expand, then that culture will decline and die. And we need to have the courage to push those boundaries.
Ko ngā kitenga pānui au, katahi kataka te kapa, te rā me te marama i te rangi i te wā kotahi. Nā whai anō e neke haere pēnei.
You realise you're watching that while standing on a frozen ocean. It's like, wow, that's what an experience.
The moon's there, sun's there. Sun's obviously just skimming the horizon and then coming up above the horizon at this time of year, just briefly, and that sun's actually setting. That is so incredible. That's such a different angle from how you'd see it at home. Home would be more up and down. So the further we've come south, it's changed the position of those two objects.
Looking up and connecting the sun, the moon, the stars, and everything in the night sky to our world is one of the most fundamental and basic elements of the human experience. It's part of who we are. There's not a single person on the planet who does not descend from people that did that. Those points of reference that are bodies in the night sky, and the sun in the daytime, and the moon, still have massive relevance to who we are. Love being home. It's so good to be home after the trip. I think every journey changes you. I came back having much more appreciation for those people around me and what I am able to connect to here. Whakaaro ki ngā mahi I mahia nei I a tātou I te tioroa. Kua marama pēr, marama ake I ngā whakaaro o tātou tipuna I te wā I tai mai rātou mai ngā mautere o te moana nui a kiwa ki Aotearoa ki tētahi whenua hou. Kia tangata whenua ai rātou o tira tātou ki enei whenua. Tēnei pēr ka pātai ahau I eke ki tau I pirangi ai. Did I do it justice? You know, did I do what you wanted me to do? My grandfather, I think in his own way, I'd like to think that he'd be proud. I'd hope he'd say, yeah, you did all right. Go mow the lawns. Tēnā kōrua. Ko ngā kōrero I waihotia mai, ko ngā kōrero o tātou tīpuna, taku tikiti ki ngā whenua o te ao. O reira whakaaro nui au, ki a kōrua i au i reira, nui te aroha.
I look at Rangi as standing on the shoulders of other people. We have been truly blessed as parents for the number of people, and you can't count the number of people who have influenced this boy, who've given of their time, their skills, their knowledge, their aroha, their wairua, to make Rangi what he is.
You know, he's lucky. He's very lucky.
I do feel like I completed the things that I wanted to do in Antarctica. It grew my knowledge. Some of the stars that I thought would be visible there are not. Matariki's not visible there. But we weren't there doing what people would think would be, you know, science from what other people's perspectives. We were out there looking at and trying to understand the natural world, not just science, but definitely from a cultural perspective. I think what we're doing now is we're starting to reawaken and revive our connection to those spaces. Now, it's not just the moon you're looking at. Remember how I told you that stars get higher and higher in the morning sky? The names of the Māori months are actually named after stars in the night sky that rise on the eastern horizon.
Te tereanga hō, ko te wāhi ki a rātau, e whakaurai ngā kōrero. Tino whakapono ahau, ko ira te mahi nui katoa i roto i tēnei kaupapa. Ko te mahi ngā mahi, ki ora no wai tēnei momo mātauranga.
I think that every star rises and then it sets. And that's like the roles that we play. I've had my moment to shine in the night sky. Now my role should be to help others to rise. Ko te tangata haere, kāore he kai, kei tana ringa, he kōrero kei tana waha. He whakaaro kei tana whatu manawa. Ko te otinga atu, he whānako, ko te mutunga, he whakamā. Kaua e kaiponu i te mātauranga kei a koe, orahia ki te ao.
Ko te reo, te take,